Those new $1.50 Tree finds I showed you last week, they hit 10 times harder when your soil's actually alive. I buried $1.25 of rice. 48 hours. Welcome back, Maggie here. I test garden stuff in my own backyard in Zone 7. No affiliate deals, no sponsored takes. Just me, a 30-year-old shovel, and whatever Dollar Tree was selling last Saturday. If I'm useful, hit subscribe right under this video. That's how I keep doing these. Drop your setup in the comments, balcony, suburban yard, or full homestead. That tells me what to test next. Today's deal: 10 ways to wake up dead soil with rice. 3 things people get wrong. And the one trick at number 1 that did more than a $30 bag of microbes for $1.25. The thinner wallet myth ends today. Number 10. Choosing the right rice. White, brown, jasmine, any of them work. What matters is that it's plain, nothing else. No salt, no oil, no leftover takeout sauce. Heat is what does the work. Cooking gelatinizes the starch, turns the crystal lock into soft chains. Soft chains is what microbes can actually eat. Raw rice is hard rations. They walk past it. 1 pound bag at Dollar Tree, $1.25. Treats my entire front border twice in a season. Number 9. The direct burial method. Easiest of the 4. 1 heaping tablespoon of plain cooked rice. Bury it 2 to 3 inches deep near plant roots or in the path. Cover with soil or mulch. That's the whole move. The depth matters for 2 reasons. Pests can't smell it, and microbes stay where the roots are. If you leave rice on top, ants find it in an hour. Below mulch, invisible to them. Fast food to bacteria. I do it once a month under each tomato cage. Takes me 90 seconds per bed. The microbes find it within hours. Bacillus and Pseudomonas, those are the names, multiply explosively. They eat the gelatinized starch first, then they call the worms. The worms come for the bacteria, not the rice. This is the chain reaction every soil scientist talks about. Microbes first, worms second, castings third. Castings is just the polite word for worm poop. It's the most expensive thing in any garden center bag. Number 8. Visual proof checklist. So you know it's working, not guessing. Hour 24. Look for tiny bubbles on the soil surface. That's CO2 from microbes breathing fast. Hour 48. A fuzzy white mat on top. Don't panic. That's beneficial mycelium colonizing. The smell shifts too. Sour rice goes earthy like a forest floor after rain. That's the marker. Day 3. Worms surfacing. Pull back the mulch and you'll see them threaded through where the rice was. If you don't see bubbles by day 2, your rice was probably seasoned, or your soil's already too wet. 80% of failures I've seen are one of those 2 things. Both are fixable. Now the first skip, number 1 mistake everyone makes. Seasoned or leftover rice, the kind from last night's takeout, don't. Salt is a death sentence for earthworms. They dehydrate from the outside in. It's not gentle. Oil coats the soil and turns it rancid. Anaerobic. Microbes suffocate, you smell it for weeks. Plain rice only. Cook a small batch fresh if you have to. The cost difference is pennies. Number 7. Application frequency. How often you can run this before you overdo it? Every 2 to 4 weeks. That's the rhythm. Not weekly, not daily, bi-monthly is the sweet spot. Microbes peak around day 7, then taper. Refeeding too early creates a population crash later. Like overwatering, but for biology. More isn't more is less. I keep a sticky note on the fridge. Rice fed, April 12. 2 weeks later, next round. If you skip a month, no harm done. The colony goes dormant, wakes back up next feed. Number 6. Layering with Dollar Tree mulch bags. This is where the system stacks. Bury the rice. Cover with 2 inches of DT decorative mulch, the volcanic scoria works best. Microbes eat the rice first, then they move up, start digesting the mulch into rich black humus. I call it a biological lasagna. Layer of fast food, layer of slow food. They process top down. Side benefit, the mulch blocks weeds and holds moisture. 20 to 30% less watering. 2-pound DT mulch bag is $1.50, top dress is 2 pots, whole bed for under $5. Same volcanic scoria at Home Depot, $8 to $12 for the same volume. Number 5. Pulverized rice flour, the tomato and pepper hack. Take raw rice, toss in a blender, run it on high until it's a fine powder. Half a cup per 10 square feet of bed, sprinkle on top, scratch into the first inch of soil. Why powder? Not whole grain, surface area. Microbes get to all of it at once. And rice has silica, a lot of it. Plants pull silica into their cell walls, armor against pests, stronger stems, thicker leaves. My peppers stopped collapsing in the August heat after I started this. Penn State Extension data, fermenting and applying rice this way can boost nutrient availability up to 200%. 200? Not 20. 200% more nitrogen and phosphorus your plants can actually pull in. Same Dollar Tree bag, $1.25. Lasts me 2 beds for a full season. Now the second skip, the one that ruins the most beds. Don't dump too much rice. More is not better. More is anaerobic. A heaping tablespoon per planting hole. A small handful for a 4x4 bed. That's it. Pile in a whole cup and you've made a stinky, slimy mess. The microbes flip from helpful to harmful. The rule of thumb, if you can't see the rice anymore after burial, you use the right amount. Running tally, we've covered 5 methods. Cost so far, $1.25 for rice, $3 for mulch. $4 and change, 5 methods deep, and the killer at number 1 is still ahead. Hold on for that. By number 1 you'll see why a $1.25 bag of rice cracks open a $30 bottle. Number 4. Where to apply this first. The order matters more than people think. Start with your worst bed. The one where the soil cracks in your hand, where nothing's grown for 2 seasons. Dead crust beds have one advantage, no competing microbes. Your rice colony has the whole substrate. I revived a corner I'd written off. Couldn't even push a fork into it. Now my best peppers grow there. Healthy beds also benefit, but the visual gain is small. Save your rice for the patches that need it. Compacted clay responds fastest. Sand takes a little longer because the moisture drains away. Heavy clay loosens within 2 weeks. Worms make air channels you can see when you dig. If your bed is so dry it repels water, soak it lightly first, then bury the rice. Number 3. KNF Whey. The advanced one. Skip this if you're starting out, it's optional. KNF stands for Korean Natural Farming, used by commercial growers in Asia for 50 years. Take your fermented rice water, mix it with milk at 1:10 ratio, leave it a week in a jar. It separates. Curds float up. Toss those. The yellow liquid below is whey. That's liquid gold. Whey is packed with lactic acid bacteria. They suppress soil pathogens, root rot, fusarium, damping off. Dilute the whey 1:20 with water. Drench the soil once a month. That's it. 1 jar lasts months, costs under $2, replaces a $15 bottle of mycorrhizal inoculant. Number 2. The Victory Green timeline. So you know what to expect when Hour 24, microbes multiply tenfold. Bubbles on the surface. You can hear it if you listen close. Hour 48. White, fuzzy, matte, earthy smell. The texture starts to soften. Day 3. Worms move in. Hundreds, sometimes thousands per square foot in a healthy revival. Day 7. Soil structure shifts, crumbles in your hand instead of clumping, like chocolate cake. Now the third skip, the trickiest one because the marketing is all wrong. The raw rice myth. The more natural is better trap. Raw rice has crystalline starch, locked tight, hard rations. Microbes can't crack it for months. You'll see videos saying just toss raw rice on the bed. Wait 6 months. Maybe something happens. Cooked rice does in 48 hours what raw rice does in 4 months. The heat is the unlock. And now, number 1, the killer. The fermented drench. The one method that took my dead crust to chocolate cake in a week. Here's how. 1 cup of raw rice, 2 cups of water. Rinse the rice, keep the cloudy water in a jar. The cloudy water is liquid starch. Cover the jar loosely with cloth. Leave it on the counter. 2 to 5 days. The smell will turn slightly sour. Yeasty, like sourdough starter. That's the cue. What happened in the jar? Wild lactobacillus and yeast colonized the starch. Free pre-starter culture. Now dilute 1 part fermented liquid to 10 parts plain water. That's your drench. Pour it directly on the dead bed. Slow even, until the top inch is dark with moisture. 48 hours later, fuzzy white mat. Earthy smell. The microbial bloom is visible from the porch. Day 3, pull back the mulch. Worms threaded through the soil like a living net. Day 7, push your hand in. The dirt yields. Crumbles between your fingers, holds shape, then falls apart. That's the chocolate cake texture every gardener chases. $6 of pottery soil tries to fake it. Cart math. Commercial microbial inoculant at Home Depot. $30 a pound. Treats 1 bed. Dollar Tree plain rice. $1.25 a pound. Treats my whole front border twice. I save $28.75 every cycle. The result is better. The application is faster. And here's the part that matters most. The soil keeps improving. Every cycle adds layers. Commercial bags are one and done. Rice culture is a forever colony. You're growing the workforce. Recap. Top 3 to start with. Pick 1. Not all 3. Number 3. KNF Whey, if you want pathogen suppression and a 1-jar solution that lasts months. Number 2. The Victory Green timeline, so you know what's normal and when to worry. Number 1. The Fermented Drench, the deadbed reviver, the one that beats $30 bottles. If you only do one, that one. $1.25 at Dollar Tree, 2 days of fermentation, drench, walk away. 1 teaspoon of healthy soil holds 8 billion living organisms, more lives than people on this planet. And rice is what wakes them up. Not bone meal, not fish emulsion, rice. Turns out the best fertilizer was always in the kitchen. In my next video I'm going back to Dollar Tree, but this time I'm being honest about which $1.50 finds actually failed. Some I returned. One I'm still mad about. See you Saturday. If this was useful, that subscribe button under the video keeps me showing up here. And drop your biggest soil revival in the comments, the before and after kind. I read everyone. Smart dollars, real gardens, no apologies. Maggie out. Happy growing.